inside the Portland Proud Boys and local anti-fascists. I'm a little worried about this. I'm a little worried about this video, but after this, I'm going to move on to some lighter content, okay? After this, we're going to move on to some lighter content and some video gaming, to Daniel's video gaming system.
Reveal your purpose to the Proud. I am called to your purpose, Lord. Reveal your purpose to the Proud Boys. Use us to lift up this city, to save the people of this city.
We're the Proud Boys, and we're Western chauvinists, and we refuse to apologize for creating the modern world. I mean, that's simply what it is. Like, we love America, and we don't want to see it go to the shithole. Portland's kind of a shithole.
Bro, everybody made fun of me for doing this, but, like, everyone does this now. Like, was I literally a fucking trendsetter or what? I'm sorry, but, like, I think I was fucking setting trends over here, okay? Also, this dude... Brother, you have nothing to be proud of, okay? I'm sorry. If you had a little bit of self-awareness, you would be the not-so-proud boy, okay? You would be not proud of the boys.
It's simply what it is. Proud Boys. And
lift up this city, to save the people of this city.
We're the Proud Boys, and we're Western chauvinists, and we refuse to apologize for creating the modern world. I mean, that's simply what it is. Like, we love America, and we don't want to see it go to the shithole. Portland's kind of a shithole of America right now.
A turf war has been simmering in Portland for the last 4 years between local leftists and far-right groups like the Proud Boys.
Why do people care so much about Portland?
Because what happens in Portland trickles down everywhere else. It's inspiring other domestic terrorist organizations and other people to spark.
Yeah, like you guys. Yeah. Yeah, it's inspiring. It's inspiring white supremacist terrorist organizations, like actual domestic terrorists, to get together and congregate. But of course, the difference is that it started because domestic terror organizations, because Antifa is a reaction to fascist activity. It's when push comes to shove and the government fails to deal with it. So, actually the opposite.
Of violence in other cities around this country. These people here, these radical leftists, these terrorists, they're inspiring other people to go out and do the same thing they see on TV in Portland. And they think they can treat law enforcement like shit. They think they can run around and...
Making fun of how someone looks while fighting against that, then acting like you're a good person? No, I make fun of how people look all the time. That's not... It's not like... No, I literally do it all the time. You're new here, so you're probably unaware of this. Stop being such a fucking snowflake little bitch.
Live this lawless life, and we're here to say no to that.
We need the shield!
The Proud Boys are a pro-Trump, ultra-nationalist group with chapters across the country. They're known as a far-right...
Remember when everybody on the internet was fucking losing their absolute shit over U-Haul trucks full of shields being distributed to Antifa? What's up? Is it okay when they do it?
A pro-Trump, ultra...
I mean, it's literally okay when they have shields?
Nationalist group with chapters across the country. They're known as a far-right street fighting gang.
Get the fuck out of the way, bro! What the fuck is wrong? You want some trouble? You want to pick a fight with the girl?
It seems like a lot of people here came looking for a fight.
Some people are angry, yes, but they all know to keep their hands to themselves.
Do they?
From what I've seen, I haven't seen anything.
Well, there's been some members of the Proud Boys who've been brandishing weapons, who've been threatening people.
Wait,
there was a guy
brandishing weapons?
who...
Hold on, what country is this? Oh, yes, it's America. We have the Second Amendment.
Portland has just been a war zone.
What the fuck? That guy literally looks like Vladimir Putin. Oh my god.
Oh, yes, it's America. We have the Second Amendment.
Portland.
What the fuck? Kind of wild. He looks like a Vladimir Putin impersonator or something.
Portland has just been a war zone. All the violence is with these black hooded thugs, Antifa. We have to call it what it is. The Black Lives Matter is a Marxist violent organization, and so is Antifa.
Whose country is this? USA! USA! USA!
This past weekend, around 1,000 Proud Boys and MAGA activists descended on Portland for a rally called End Antifa. Several nearby counter-protests were organized in response.
Are you Antifa?
I'm anti-fascist, absolutely.
What does it feel like to be labeled as a terrorist by the president and by a lot of Republican politicians and Fox News?
My coworkers, you know, it's silly. It's really silly because when I'm not in black bloc, you know, when I'm in normal work clothes and hanging out with, you know, my coworkers, I can ask them how they feel. A lot of their views are gonna align with me, you know? The dehumanization that they can have. Oh my gosh, look at this, all these guys in black bloc, you know, they're domestic terrorists and stuff, or, you know, and I think it's silly and it hurts my heart. But just come out to this. Come talk to real people and put a real, you know, eye level face to it.
I have a testimony, and it's about holding police accountable in the state of Oregon and around United States of America.
This is how you know, like, fucking Black Bloc and Antifa is not like a real threat. Literally all of the people that are Black Bloc, and maybe there are even people in here that are fucking gigantic nerds, okay? Like, they're just all, that's it. That's the archetypical Black Bloc guy who is like a fucking English major. And like, what's he gonna do, dude? What kind of terror is that guy doing? I mean, come on.
We'll be traveling the world. I am here to take over where Martin Luther King left off at.
Why do you think that the Proud Boys or these far-right fascists, why are they targeting Portland?
People are talking about what we're doing here in Portland. And unfortunately, a lot of mainstream media has portrayed us to be violent and has criminalized our protesting and has criminalized us.
Portland has become something of a flashpoint for the Trump-era culture wars. Groups like the Proud Boys say that left-leaning Portland is everything that's wrong with America and regularly come into the city looking to fight local activists.
I mean, I would rather look like a
The fault
nerd.
lines that created the Proud Boy
I would
versus
rather look like a nerd than look like those fucking hogs. You know what I
Antifa
mean?
showdowns became even more stark after George Floyd's death in May. Portlanders have taken to the street almost every night since. But where progressives see a mostly peaceful and vibrant protest movement in keeping with the spirit of Portland, the president and his cohort see anarchy and lawlessness.
These are professional agitators. These are professional anarchists. These are people that hate our country.
Last week, Trump's DOJ labeled Portland, Seattle, and New York as anarchist jurisdictions, giving the feds the ability to withhold grant money.
Why do you think that the whole country seems so captivated by Portland? I mean, it's now been labeled a anarchist jurisdiction by the president.
Yes, we are very proud of the label. I think the reason why the focus has been on Portland is because we won't stop protesting. We go to the street every single night. The only thing that kept Portlanders off the street was when the wildfires had smoke so thick you couldn't breathe outside.
Fuck Antifa! Antifa! Antifa!
Why do you think these far-right groups are coming into Portland? What do they want?
I think this is a testing ground, right? We proudly protest. We're supposed to make sure that our voice is heard, and our voice should not be stopped because some wannabe dictator has decided that they're going to use us as a model. And now we're 45 in office preaching hate at the highest levels of our country. It has energized folks who traditionally would be in their mom's basement talking that rhetoric.
They chose Portland because Portland symbolizes in this otherwise pretty rural, extremely white, right-wing state, the seat of liberalism. We get fingers pointed at us. We are made into the other because people need a scapegoat.
This summer,
For many years in this country's history, have the KKK been labeled a domestic terror group? And how does the country label groups in that way? Also, what president was the one to label KKK a terrorist organization? How many years ago? Thanks. Hey, man, thanks for the opinion on the pharma system. I will look further into government funding. Found your stream last night. Wanted to get your opinion on stuff. Thanks for the content. I love that my guy is like, this KKK terror designation, did this happen under Donald Trump or something? Or what are we talking about here? 5 days ago, Trump to designate KKK and Antifa as terrorist groups. Trump is going to designate Antifa and KKK as a terrorist group, according to New York Post from 5 days ago. Love it, dude. Love it. There you go. He's just doing both sides, okay? So suck my dick. Also, it's not going to happen. It's literally against the First Amendment. I hope you understand. Also, it's a New York Post article, but It originally happened in Reconstruction way back under Grant, LMFAO, but white Southerners changed that after 1877. Is this real? What is this? Philly Inquirer. Memory sticks used to program Philly's voting machines were stolen from elections warehouse with Elijah. According to the Philadelphia Inquirer, breaking news. A laptop and several memory sticks used to program Philadelphia's voting machines. Wait, what the fuck? Trump was right. Trump was right. Bad things are happening in Philadelphia, he said. Turns out he was right about that. What the fuck? Hold on, let's go through this. There might
Gun
be blood
violence
here.
entered the equation, and years of street brawls turned deadly when an anti-fascist shot and killed a supporter of the far right.
The political violence, I mean, everything that's happened this summer, what do you think this means for the future of Portland?
I think we're not there yet. I mean, I think we haven't hit bottom yet. And my concern is that we're in such a sinkhole right now in the city of Portland that if we allow it to get bigger and we allow it to go deeper, it will take us that much longer to pull out of it. And I don't think this city will ever be the same again.
Where is all this going?
I don't know, but hopefully they stop. I'm sorry that your president didn't fucking win. Stop acting like a toddler. Keep your hands to yourself. Stop lighting shit on fire. Stop being a criminal. Stop being a murderer. And stay the fuck inside and be an adult.
We're not about to go fight fascists on their terms, on their turf. We're not afraid, but we're also not going to subject ourselves and our comrades to violence unnecessarily.
We could say that it's leading toward more violence, or we can say that it's leading to us eventually dismantling the system that allows these groups to exist.
What happens next?
I'm really concerned that not enough will change. And I'm afraid that that election happens one way or the other. And, you know, it just either keeps going and then we hopefully not lose steam, you know?
I think if Trump wins again, which I think he will, I'm going to vote for him myself. I think it's going to be a war zone. It's going to be more of a war zone. I think it's honestly going to be civil war.
In Portland or?
Sick, dude. Fucking sick. Seems great to me, brother. Seems fucking great to me, brother.
I think it's going to be probably nationwide.
Dad bod Homelander. Seems like the Antifa is inciting violence again, dude.